A Supreme Court confirmation vote isn't a grand choice about whether we love our daughters or whether we trust our sons. That is not the choice before us. This is a consent decision about one person for one seat. Again, I'm not here to talk tonight or it's related to this confirmation. Moreover, I'll also say that although I've said many complimentary things about Judge Brett Kavanaugh and his distinguished record of 12 years of service on the D.C. Circuit Court, I will say that I urged the president back in June and early July to make a different choice before he announced this nomination. I urged him to nominate a different individual. I urged the president to nominate a woman. Part of my argument then was that the very important Me Too movement was also very new and that this Senate is not at all well prepared to handle potential allegations of sexual harassment and assault that might have come forward. This was absent knowing a particular nominee. Let me be clear, there is art. No one really thinks that our body politic is going to get any healthier by giving more oxygen to the one-man clown show that is Michael Avenatti. But you know what? Not being down with the circus is not the same thing as being indifferent to the complexities of the Me Too movement. I believe that we have a widespread legacy of sexual assault in this country. I believe we don't have much of a shared sex happen. I've wept with the victims of sexual assault, and I believe the advocacy group's data that between 1/5 and 1/3 of American women have been sexually assaulted at some point in their lives. And given that most women have many other important women in their lives, a mom and a daughter, sisters, and a couple of close friends, it means that the overwhelming majority of American women have been deeply affected, deeply hurt by the tragedy of sexual violence. I've had two dear, dear friends who've been raped, and it is an act from the pit of hell. People, men and women, else. The Me Too movement is a complicated movement, but it has been a very good thing. Far too often, many girls and we all know that the president cannot lead us through this time. We know that he's dispositionally unable to restrain his impulse to divide us. His mockery of Dr. Ford last night in Mississippi was wrong, but it doesn't really surprise anyone. It's who he is.